Jack, welcome back to Old Trafford, and welcome back to a comfortable night's work for the Reds.
Yeah, I was just over there when I was listening to the Burnley fan, and he was saying how we weren't levels above, and I'm not going to say that performance was great. There were some sloppy passes from Bruno and McTominay. We made it work, and I didn't think Burnley were ever in it, but I don't think we cruised as much as we could have. I mean, Burnley, they had a month to, prepare for this game because of the World Cup, and it's not something you normally see in a season, but I never really thought Burnley were going to really go for us. The only threat I saw was that 17. I mean, thank God Barnes was the striker.
Is that? Yeah, he's a good player. He did cause us the odd problem here and there, but other than that, a makeshift defence coped quite well.
Well, if you go to that game not knowing who United are, not knowing the normal centre-backs, and you see that game, you would never say that, is Casemiro holding middle? Is he even a centre-back? He played it like a centre-back. And I thought that was good to see, because Maguire had a good World Cup, but sometimes when, say, Varane and Martinez aren't there, and, Maguire isn't cutting it, because sometimes he does have a shocking game. It's nice to see that Casemiro could be there. Although, Casemiro not being in midfield, I thought, didn't help us. Scott McTominay just can't fill that role for me, and I think with Eriksen, he's good, but he needs someone with him, and it's got to be Casemiro. I think when Casemiro's not there, it doesn't work.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, good to get game time for a few players back from the World Cup there. Martial as well. We are short up front. No Sancho again. Yeah. A bit disappointing on what's happened to him while the World Cup's been on. Martial trying to find his way back. Another game where we didn't get 90 minutes out of him. Do you feel like, with Martial being our only real number 9, we have to go and buy someone now in January?
Well, it's interesting to see who they buy. If they buy a big striker like, I don't know, Vlahovic or some big signing, I think that will show that they're going to make Martial the seconds because they can't rely on him. But if they buy an up-and-coming one or someone who you think won't start over Martial, I don't think that's the right buy, because you can't have it where you see a big tackle on Martial and you think, is he going to be out? Is there going to be reports that he's out for 2 months? I think we have to sign a big striker now. I think Martial's missed his chance.
Yeah, that's it. Rashford, though, tonight took his form from the World Cup, which was decent, into this game tonight. What a goal that was.
Well, before the World Cup, there was rumours, is he going to make the World Cup squad? Is he not? He makes it. He had a good performance beforehand. Then has a great game against Wales, I think it was. Then Southgate doesn't choose him. And then he has this game tonight, and it's like, you made the wrong decision. He's attacking the defenders, and he gets past one. I'm thinking, yeah, you should have passed it. I'm about to look away, and then he's gone and beat the second one, and then you're thinking, yeah, he's got to cross it here. He shoots and he scores. It's like, some people at the beginning of the season, they were going, oh, old Rashford's back, we've got him. He was scoring goals, but he wasn't beating players like he was now. That 20 minutes where Rashford was nutmegging them, scoop turning, going for goal, I thought, that's Rashford. That was 19-20 season Rashford, and if we see that performance again, I think we've got an asset.
That's it. I mean, a lot of games coming up right now. Added to that, it's going to be another game in the Carabao Cup, obviously. Is it important that United go hell-bent on this, get a trophy, get back to Wembley, get back to where United should be, or is there too much riding on this season with the summer transfer window and the need to be in the Champions League to attract players? Which way would you go?
There's a reason City always win the Carabao Cup. Pep doesn't look at it and go, I'll write it off. I'd rather win Champions League, Premier League. He goes, I'll win Premier League, I'll win Champions League, and I'll also go for the Carabao Cup, because he's got a winning mentality. I think sometimes when you write these cups off and you don't win them, people go, oh, we wrote it off, it doesn't matter. But if other things go wrong, you end up in the season with nothing, and then it looks a bit silly. With Pep, if things go wrong for him, he got the Carabao Cup. People go, oh, it's only a Carabao Cup. It's a trophy. You have to compete for it. Everyone does compete for it. Writing it off, I think, is not the mentality United need. And I wouldn't go all hell-bent on it, but I wouldn't say, oh, throw in the B team because we've got City next week, or throw in the B team because we've got a Champions League fixture, or we've got the Europa League final, something like that. I'd prioritise it.
Quarter-finals, we've got to, really. Before you go, Jack, give us a man of the match for tonight.
Bruno, I thought first 20 minutes, I was like, oh, is it going to be one of those games where, you know, everyone has a go at Bruno because he hasn't done this and he hasn't done that, and he keeps doing this. But that ball to Wan-Bissaka, it was
Quality, wasn't it?
It was just, if you don't have Bruno in the team, and I think Donny struggles with this, Donny has to compete with some guy that is going to get an assist every game because he just does that, you know. Like, he's missed some passes you think, oh, he should have done that. But yeah, he just gives that moment of brilliance. Wan-Bissaka pulls it back and it's a goal. And I think Donny struggles with how good Bruno is.
Yeah, that's it. Jack, couldn't have said it any better, mate. Cheers for coming in again, pal.
Cheers, thank you.